In this video, I am going to explain chapter number 3. Chapter number 3 of 10th class. Linear equations in two variables. Linear equations in two variables. This is a ncert syllabus, exclusively ncert syllabus, and I am going to explain from the textbook of ncert. So, in this video, I am going to explain all the concepts which are there in the textbook, and I will be explaining one or two problems from the exercise. This complete video will definitely help you. And a very important chapter, this is a very important chapter. You will get a question in the examination, board examinations, and easy chapter also. So average students, good students, everybody should be doing this chapter. Okay, so now linear equations in two variables. Now basics, just I will tell you what we have already learned. So linear equation in one variable, we have already one variable. We are learning this from class 7 onwards. Okay. So linear equation, I'll just give you an example. One variable means it is ax plus b is equal to 0. General form of linear equation. So it's degree 1. Its graph straight line. That is why it is known as a linear line. If you draw the graph of this, you will get a straight line. And there is only one solution. Solution means minus b by a, x is equal to minus b by a. This is the solution of this equation. Okay, only one solution. All these things we have already learned. Now, what happened if there are two variables? Two variables. That means linear equations in two variables. Let me take x and y is equal to, for example, 7. This is a linear equation in two variables. Okay. So if it is one variable, there is only one solution. Solution means it is the value of the variable where the equation gets satisfied. Now what happened here? X is equal to 1, for example, it will be 1, and here it will be 6. Total 7. So that means here x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 6. So this is a solution. Values, because there are two variables, values of the variable where the equation gets satisfied. So only 1 and 6 are there? No. You keep 2 here, then it will become 5. 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. So in this case, what is the solution? X is equal to 2. Y is equal to 5. Like this, how many solutions will be there? Infinite number of solutions will be there. Infinite number of solutions will be there. Okay. So that means if a linear equation in two variables, only a single equation, two variables are there, you will be getting an infinite number of solutions. So to get a unique solution, you need to have one more equation. Okay, linear equation, two variables. So if single equations is there are infinite number of solutions. If you want one particular solution, it needs one more equation. X minus y is equal to, let us say, 4 or 5. X minus y is equal to 5. So these two equations will form a system. Okay, now say here 1 5, for this equation let me say 1 6 are there, okay, 2 5 are there, and like that 3 4 are there, and so on so on so on. Okay, so here also there are so many solutions. 7 and 2 are there, 7 and 2, and so many solutions are there. Now there will be only one common solution for these two. Okay, for common solution, so 7 and 2 are there. That common solution you can find out like this: 7 and 2, 6 and 1, 6 and 1. Here 1 6 is there, here 6 and 1. Okay, so here also 6 and 1 will be there. Okay, so and the common solution is this, so 6 and 1 will be the common solution. So this is a simple understanding of linear equations in two variables. Okay, so then we need a system to solve it. If you are having only one equation, it is not possible to solve. You just draw the graph. Last year you have already drawn. There is a separate chapter, linear equations in two variables. You have drawn the graph. So here in this case you will be having two equations. Let me write a general form of two equations: a1x plus b1y, okay, and plus c1 is equal to 0. This is the standard form of a linear equation. Constant also is there on the left side. Some people will write constant on the right side. Don't get confused, both are fine. So this is first equation. Second equation, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, and these two equations will form a system of linear equations. Okay, if you want, if there are two variables, we need two equations to solve. Okay, if there are three variables, then there should be three equations to solve. This is a common understanding. If there are four variables, then there should be four equations. This is a common understanding. Some people intelligently will ask you questions. Okay, understand it. In that question, how many variables are there, you just see. If there are two variables, then there should be two conditions. Each condition will be one equation. Okay, then only it is possible to find out the sum. Actually, generally what they will do, the sum of two numbers is 10. Tell me what are the numbers. It is not possible. Two numbers means two unknown things are there. We don't know two unknown things. Two unknown things are two variables. So the sum of two numbers is 10. So there is only one condition, but there are two variables. Two variables means two numbers. Unknown things are variables. So then how do you get the number? So it is not possible. So for such questions you need one more. The difference of the two numbers is 1. Like that also you should have one more condition. So to solve an equation in two variables, we need maximum two solutions should be there. Two equations should be there. I'm sorry. So this is the general form. Okay. How to solving, methods of solving. Methods of solving. So how to solve? There are first method, graphical method. Second, algebraic method. Algebraic methods. Graphical method, let us understand now. Algebraic method, after graphical method we will go for it. Graphical method, what does it mean? Graphical method means you have to draw the graph. So how to draw the graph of each equation you have learned in 9th class. So you have to draw x-axis and y-axis. This is x-axis and x-axis and y-axis, and you have to find out the solutions for each equation. For this equation you have to find out solutions. Solution means it will have two values, x value and y value will be there. So each equation will have different solutions, different point. You take 3 or 4 points and represent here. So then what happened, if you join all these things, you will be getting a line. This is one equation. Okay. Now for second one also you take solutions. You take solutions. And then you draw the graph of second equation. What happened? You will be getting like this, for example. Oh, sorry. For example, let us say like this. Now, two graphs we have got. Two graphs. One graph is two colors I have given. These two graphs will be meeting at a one point. This is the common point. This point is there on first equation and this point is there on second equation. Every point lies or there are infinite number of points lies on a line. Okay. So this common point is known as the solution. This is how you have to find the solution of two equations into variables using the graphical method. Okay, this is the solution. The intersecting point of two lines is the solution of the two equations. So don't think that always they intersect. Sometimes they may not be intersecting. Okay, sometimes they may not be intersecting. So it will go, it will be, one line will be like this and another line will be like this, parallel lines. So in this case what happened, both lines are parallel. Both lines are parallel. So here there is no solution. This is one case. You may get like this also. That means don't think that two equations will have a solution always. No. In this case, case 2, let us write this is case 2 and this is case 1. So in all the cases there will not be solution. Only in the case 1 there is a solution. Case 2, if two lines, if you find them parallel, then what happened? There is no. Welcome to dear channel. All my lessons will be explained in the video format. Concepts all will be explained and textbook exercises also will be explained. For more practice, for more understanding, please download my Dear Teacher app and you can find practice questions and also practice tests in that. It is completely free. And also if you like my videos, please subscribe and share with the students who are interested to learn nicely. And you can always give comments in the comment box, and you can reach me if you want a personal assistant. You can reach me through my app. Through my app you can reach and you can clear all your doubts and you can have one-to-one sessions and you can get help continuously using my app. Thank you. Solution. Let us have one. There is one more condition. There is one more condition. So you may get two lines like this also. A line like this This is one line, and another line also comes on the same. So here in this case what happened, these are the coincident, both lines are coincident. That means they fall on each other. So here first case intersecting, second case parallel, third case coincident. That means both lines falls on each other. So this is case 3. Okay, so now in 3 cases, in first case there is only one solution, in the second case there is no solution, in the third case again it's like one equation only, because they fall on each other, they are one equation only. So in this case there are many solutions. If they fall on each other, that means there is only one equation, but there are 2 forms. So then you may be asking how it is possible, sir. I will give you. For example, x plus y is equal to 4. This is first equation. 3x plus 3y is equal to 12. This is second equation. First equation and second equation. They are same only. First equation multiplied by 3. But there are 2 equations. If you draw the lines, graphs for these 2, what happened? They fall on each other. So that is why we call them coincident. So they are same equations, but they are looking like 2 equations. That is why we call these 2 equations as coincident. So that's why in this case 3 there are many solutions. So if you just observe these 3 things, then what happened? You can have a logic. What is that logic? I'll just take these equations. Control C. Okay. Now this is the general form. What happened if you take this? Everything depends on A1 coefficient of x, first equation, A2 coefficient of x in the second equation, B1 coefficient of y of the first equation, B2 is the coefficient of y of second equation, C1 and C2. I am just giving you general formulas like things. Okay. So these are the ratios of the coefficients of variables and constants. Okay. So remember that this in this C is there on the left hand side. C is there on the left hand side. Okay. So now if you observe it, what happened? If you observe these ratios, you can check page number 26. Page number 26, there is a table. Okay, table 3.1. If you just go through the table, what happened? These A1, A2 value, B1, B2 value, C1, C2 values are given. So if A1 by A2 is equal to A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, this is the first case. That means you will be getting intersecting lines. That means in this, what you will be getting? A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. You don't need to go for the graph. You just find out A1 by A2 and B1 by B2. If they are not equal, then both lines are intersecting and you have only one solution. Okay. So sometimes A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 and then not equal to C1 by C2. Then what happened in this case? They are parallel lines. So parallel lines means in this case what happened? In this parallel line, what you will get? A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2. So then I don't need to tell. In this case what happens? All are equal. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. So if all the things are equal, then what happened? All the three ratios are equal. They are coincident. Okay? So without drawing the graph, you can directly using these ratios and tell whether they have unique solution or many solutions or no solution. So now three conditions are given here. So in this case, coincident lines. Coincident lines. So first condition, first possibility, case 1, case 2 and case 3. So in this case, only this first case has unique solution. Unique means there is only one solution. Second case has no solution. Because both lines are parallel, there is no solution. And the third case has many solutions. So questions will be like this. They will give a set of equations. You have to find out, check whether the system has unique solution or no solution or many solutions. You don't need to solve it. You just find out A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2. Then from that you will get this information. So now this is like a formula. Always formulas should be revised thoroughly, better by heart it. Understand, after understanding, by heart the formulas. Okay. So this is the first part and graphical solution. Graphical method. Okay. So now it is the time to do some problems. Okay. After learning a concept, you should always have applications. So exercise 3.1. Okay. So in this there are 7 questions. So these 7 questions they are the applications of the on the concepts till now whatever we have learned. First question. Okay. Question number 1. From the pair of equations, linear equations in the following problem, find their solutions graphically. You have to find the solution graphically. A word problem is given. A word problem is given, and you have to find out the solution. So solution means you have to. I told you now. There should be 2 conditions. You will be getting 2. Let me read out and explain you. 10 students of all of you can see the question number 1. First bit, 10 students of 10th class took part in maths quiz. So total number of students 10. Okay. If the number of girls is 4 more than the boys. So for example, boys X and girls Y. Because how many boys are there, how many girls are we don't have. That is why there are 2 variables. Number of boys is 1 variable, number of girls is 1 variable. So boys is X and girls is Y. So then X plus Y is equal to 10 because total 10 students were there. So this is the first equation, first condition, first equation. Okay. And then he has given a condition also. What is that condition? If the number of girls is 4 more than the boys. Okay. More than the boys. Number of girls. That means Y is equal to 4 more than the boys. X plus 4. Okay. So then this is another equation. Okay. So then is it in the standard form? It is not in the standard form. You can put it in the standard form or don't need to put it in the standard form, you wish. Okay, but I will write x if I write y minus x is equal to 4, that means if I write minus x plus y is equal to 4 or x minus y is equal to minus 4. This is the second equation. Now you have to draw the graph of these two and then you will be getting the solution, right? First let us check how many solutions are there, whether they are consistent or not consistent. That means whether they have a unique solution or not. So for this what happened, a1, let me write here only, a1 is equal to 1 and b1 is also equal to 1. So in the second equation what happened, a1 is equal to minus 1 and b1 is equal to 1. So what is a1 by a2? 1 by 1. a1 by a2 is equal to, let me write here, there is no space, a1 by a2 is equal to 1 by minus 1 is minus 1. So b1 by b2 is equal to 1 by 1 1. So both are not equal, therefore there is a unique solution. So put these things, find out 3 ordered by 3 solutions of your own wish. Okay, you have to draw a table like that is there, you can do it because you have already learned in 9th class now. So now here take 3 solutions, draw the graph of this, so you will be getting, definitely there are 3 cases I have drawn here, any one case. So already we have tested a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by a2, you will be getting intersecting equations. So this common point you find out. Okay, this is the solution of this. So this is a very very important question, word problem. You may be getting it for 4 marks question or 5 marks question, whatever. So 2 questions are given. Okay, you these 2 questions please do it. 2 questions will not be sufficient because in the examination what questions you will be getting, no one knows. That is why better more number of problems to be practiced. Second question of third exercise. Second question. On comparing the ratios a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by a2, whether they represent the following pair of linear equations intersect at a point parallel coincident. I told you now, you can do it by yourself. Third question. On comparing a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2, whether the following pair of equations are consistent or not consistent. What does it mean? Consistent or not, non-consistent or inconsistent. So what does it mean? What is consistent? What is inconsistent? Okay. So consistent means there is a solution. If there is a solution, then the system is consistent. So don't think that there is only in 2 cases the equations may be consistent, first and third. That means coincident and intersecting. In both the cases solutions are there. In intersecting line there is only one solution. In coincident line there are many solutions. Solution is a solution. So 1 and 3, if you get what happened, they are consistent. But if they are not consistent, then no solution. If the lines are parallel, then the system is inconsistent. Okay. So let me go to another question. Fourth, which of the following pairs of equations are consistent or inconsistent? If consistent, obtain the solution graphically. So here 4 questions are given. You have to find out A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2 first. Because he asked which of the first, there are 2 questions in this. First question, you have to check whether they are consistent or inconsistent. Second, you have to find the solution if they are consistent. Okay, graphically. So if you find out A1, verify A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2. Okay, you can draw the solution only in one case or 1 and 3 cases. So if A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, then you draw the graph and find the solution. Okay. So 5, 6, 5th question, half the perimeter. It is a word problem. I have explained you in the first. And 6th question. Given the linear equation 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equal to 0, write in the another linear equation in 2 variables such that the geometrical representation of the pair is so formed, all the 3. So he has given one equation. You have to write another linear equations of your own in such a way that all the 3 cases should be there. Okay, you try it. So with this 3.1 exercise is over. This is my part 1. Okay, let us see you in part 2.